I've played D&D off and on over the last 25 years, but have played it consistently for the last 3.5 years. I would describe D&D first as collaborative storytelling, but you put yourself in the role of the characters of the story. So you tell a story with a group of friends, you are the characters in the story, and occasionally you roll some dice whenever a decision has to be made. That'd be the simplest explanation I would use. Okay, let's play some D&D. Over 1,000 years ago, there lived a great and powerful cleric named Hycinerath. He was once a famous adventurer from the band of heroes known as the Vaeros. For me, what actually led me to play D&D for the first time was we were playing a board game called Hero Quest, and this would have been in the early 90s, and it was a board game. So you had a certain square area that you could play in and move your pieces in, and there really wasn't a lot of leeway to tell a story. And we just kind of said, man, I wish there was a way we could make this better. And somebody said, hey, what about Dungeons and Dragons? I have some books. And that's where it started. That was the allure, to break outside of the bounds of a board game to tell a story without boundaries. So the three of you have been traveling through the desert for 8 days. From where you started in the city of Oasis. And you joined up, deciding that it was better to tackle the tomb as a group rather than to try to do it by yourselves. The social aspect is probably one of the biggest things about D&D that I actually didn't expect, particularly as somebody who plays a lot of D&D online. There are a lot of new friends that I have made, literally hundreds of new friends that I have made playing Dungeons and Dragons in real life and online, and it's brought people together. I've met people from all over the world that I would not have otherwise met, and there are people that I have met playing D&D that have become some of my closest friends. So D&D's become kind of like the backbone of a big part of the social group that I call my friends. I think it's incredibly important. As you start to come to, you see that there's this narrow alcove, and there's a large stone plinth with a golden serpent statue peering out, gold rope dangling from its open mouth, at the end of which are two crystal skulls, one blue crystal and one orange crystal. What would you like to do? See, I think the thing that is so cool about D&D is, even though you have a set of rules that kind of guide how you build your characters and how certain dice rolls are decided and spells are cast and weapons are used and things like that, overall, it is a world with no boundaries. So it's completely open-ended for people to think of solutions. Now, if you as a single person, or I as a single person, am put into a situation, I can only come up with so many ideas or ways to overcome a challenge. But now you put 4, 5, sometimes 10, 12 people working as a group, there's just exponentially more solutions. Things that I, as the storyteller or dungeon master, might never have thought of, because you have all these unique personalities working together to expand this little thing that you wrote on a piece of paper or that you got out of a D&D book or something. 12 minds working together to just create infinite stories.